It's just, we've got a minute before 6 o'clock. So welcome, good evening. Hello, Helen, who's just joined. Hope you've had a lovely day, saw the sun shining. I thought we might start off in a reclined position tonight. So feel free to lie down, cover yourselves with a blanket, make sure that you're warm. If you prefer to stay seated, of course, that's fine. So just choose how you would like to commence your practice. And just spending these first few moments with yourself, observing how you feel, noticing what's going on inside. So beginning to turn your attention inward, noticing the breath arising and passing away. And remembering that no matter what state you are in, this will soon change. Change is a constant, a certainty. So whether you're having good moments or bad moments, this will soon change. So just begin by allowing your whole body to relax. Let your belly become very soft. And allow any hardness or tension or tiredness to melt away with the exhaled breath. We're going to work with a few rounds of the hissing breath, which can help us to slow down the exhalation. So feel free to rest the hands over the belly, whether you're sitting or lying. Exhale all breath to begin. And then breathing in. And we make a hissing sound as we exhale. Squeezing all of the air out of the lungs, the lower part of the lungs particularly. So nice deep breath in through the nose. And then making a beautiful, long, slow hissing sound as you exhale. So let's work with 3 more of these with a real focus on emptying, relaxing, slowing down as we exhale. So just in your own time. And one more. And then just relax the breath. Make sure you are still really comfortable and still. So we're just now moving into the new season of spring, a time when we can begin to welcome more light into our lives. The sun shines more and nature is invited to open up, to grow, to bloom, to blossom. Spring is also the perfect time to focus on lightening our loads by cleansing our inner and outer worlds of things that may be keeping us in the past or limiting our growth and development. So our practice tonight is designed to acknowledge and welcome in the new season by removing some of the dross and heaviness that might be clogging our minds and our hearts. It will also be a practice to energize and inspire us to welcome more light into our lives, opening us up to new possibilities and new ways of being. So we're going to work now for the next 5 minutes or so with a cleansing meditation. So again, I just invite you to make sure that you are comfortable, that your spine is aligned whether you're sitting or lying down. And then I invite you to visualize yourself walking through a forest or a field until you come to a beautiful, large, old, tall tree. So visualize this magnificent tree. It might be one that you know, or it might be one in your imagination. Now you notice that one limb of this tree is very low to the ground, very easy to climb onto. So you climb onto this limb and then you climb up 5 branches, 5 limbs, and then you stop, you pause, and you drop something to the ground below that you no longer need, or something that you've been holding on to, something that might have been holding you back. So it might be expectations, it might be fatigue, impatience, neediness. So see yourself dropping one thing to the ground beneath you. Let it go. And then when you're done, you climb another 5 branches, nice and slowly. So hugging the tree as you climb up. And then again, you're going to stop, you're going to pause and shed something else that does not serve your highest good. Might be low self-esteem, frustration, lethargy or laziness or pride, self-importance. See yourself throwing this thing, this belief, this attitude, this object down to the ground. Let it go. And then you climb, when you're ready, another 5 branches. And then you stop, you pause, and you throw down more stuff that has been weighing you down. Let this stuff go, this weight, this baggage that you've been carrying. Let it go. And then when you're ready, you climb to the very top of the tree and you remove the covering from your heart, from your eyes. What do you see? What do you now feel? What do you hear? And then as you breathe in, you might like to say to yourselves, I feel fresh. And as you exhale, I feel free. So breathing in, I inhale, I feel fresh. Exhaling, I feel free. I feel fresh. I feel free. And then it is time to slowly and carefully start to climb back down the tree hugging onto the tree as you move back down. And when you get to the ground, you give this beautiful tree one final big hug and give a gesture of thanks to this tree that has provided further insight and also assisted you to lighten your load. What does the world now look like from the bottom of the tree? Okay, so we're going to gently now release this practice. And if you're in a seated position, we're going to come to all lie down on the floor, legs extended. If you have a blanket over you, you might now pop that to the side, anything covering your eyes, and I'll come back to meet you. We're going to start off with the dynamic leg lock pose. So a lot of cleansing practices tonight, beginning with our lovely wind relieving pose. Good one for stimulating the bowel, massaging the digestive organs. So just make sure again that your spine is in alignment, your arms are down by your side, your feet are hip width apart, tuck the chin forward. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in, sweep the arms up overhead, stretching from fingertip to toe tip. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the right knee in, head may lift to the knee. We interlace the fingers around or under the knee. On the next inhale, we stretch it out. Arms back overhead, leg long, and exhale, right knee comes in. So we just keep working with the right knee, which is the ascending side of the colon. So 3 more. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, draw in. Let's keep going. If you can, the knee is coming in towards the belly button side of the abdomen. So you're really massaging all of those internal organs. But if it doesn't feel comfortable, the knee can be more out to the side. Or if you're menstruating. Good. Now with this 5th one, hold on to the knee, lower the head if it's raised, and point the left toes. As we inhale, we're going to raise the left leg up and then just start to point and flex the left foot. Point and flex as we keep hugging the right knee in towards the chest. Keeping the skin of the face soft, no tension in the mouth. And then we can circle, let's start to circle this left foot. And reverse. Good, and then carefully lower that left heel down. Inhale the arms overhead, raise the right leg to the sky. And exhale, lower the leg and both arms. We'll go straight onto the left side. So inhale the arms, sweep up overhead. Point your toes. Exhale, draw the left knee in this time. Head may lift. So 4 more. Breathing in, stretch it out. And exhale, left knee comes in towards the belly button side of the abdomen if that pressure's okay. Breathe in, stretch it out. And exhale. And last one. This time when the knee comes in, if the head is raised, lower it down, point your right toes. Inhale, let's take that right leg up and start to point and flex the right foot. Good, and then let's circle the foot. And reverse. Good, and lower that right heel down. When the heel touches, inhale, raise the left leg up to the sky, arms lift up and overhead. And exhale, lower the left leg and both arms, and just take a resting breath there. You might sigh it away. Okay, we're going to work with the heart breath, which is another very powerful cleansing breath. If you're not familiar with this, you can watch the first one and then join in. So we're going to do 5 of these. Breathing in, taking both arms up overhead. As we exhale, we make that sound through the mouth, that hut sound, and draw the knees in. Try to keep the knees together if you can. So we'll do 4 more. Inhale, send the legs away, arms up and overhead. Exhale, draw the knees in. Good. Pressing the sacrum down. Breathe in. Let's keep going. Breathe out. 2 more. And last one. Good. Lower the head and just slide the legs away, arms down by your side. And again, take a resting breath. Okay. Let's slip the hands under the buttocks now. And we're going to raise both legs up to the sky. So feet can be together or hip width. Checking again that your spine is in a straight line, the chin tucking forward. Inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to lower just the right leg down. Now try to keep the left leg exactly where it is, pushing the left heel up towards the sky. Inhale, raise the right leg. And the exhalation lowers the left leg down, pushing out through the left heel. Heel can hover. Inhale, take the leg up. Exhale, lower the right leg down. Breathe in, raise it up. And lower the left leg. Good. Inhale, lift. Now continue working with this, or those of you who want a bit of a stronger challenge, exhale, both legs coming down together as straight as possible, heels hover. And then inhale, lift them up. Otherwise, you're just working with one leg at a time. We'll do 3 more. Exhale, lower. Legs can bend if need be, but otherwise we'd want to keep them straight. Heels are hovering. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. And last one. Exhale, lower. Now, when you finish this one, let the heels rest. Release your arms, step both feet up close to the buttocks, and just using your fingertips, you can tap lightly over the belly just to relax that area. Perhaps sighing the breath away, and then making some circling, spiraling motions with one palm over your belly in a clockwise direction. Giving yourself a lovely little massage. Good. And release your arms down by your side, preparing for bridge, Setu Bandhasana. So feet hip width, head, neck and spine in a straight line, palms pressing down. Let's exhale all breath. So as we breathe in, we're going to start to lift up vertebra by vertebra. And on the exhalation, we're lowering back down. You might just lift halfway the first few times as we're warming the back up. So don't feel you have to go to the maximum edge the first few times. Inhale, rolling up. Perhaps just halfway. And the exhalation lowers us down nice and slowly. Breathing in. And breathing out. Feel free to work at your own pace now, long, smooth inhalation. So listen to the sound of your breath. And long, smooth exhalation. Now feel free to keep moving, working dynamically with the breath. But those of you who would like to, the next time you lift up into bridge, you may hold the pose and interlace your fingers under the body, wriggling from side to side to tuck the shoulders in underneath you. Inner knees are drawing towards each other. You're pressing the big toe side of the foot down. So hips and knees are in alignment with each other. And we're connecting with our breath as we lift the belly up towards the sky. When you've had enough, there's no rush to come down. You release your arms and roll back down, vertebra by vertebra. When the back is flat, bring the knees in, cross your legs at the ankles, a hand on each knee, and just making some little circles on the floor with your lower back. Good. Cross the legs the other way and circling in the opposite direction. Good. And then we're going to just carefully roll over to the right side. We're going to work with a twist, our clock twist on the side. So we have the left knee on top of the right, lifting the knees up towards the torso. If you don't like this angle for your head, you can put a cushion or blanket, rolled up blanket under the side of your head. Arms are out to the right, left palm on top of right. Okay, so let's exhale all breath. Oh, sorry, we also want to check our spine is in alignment. So our left shoulder and our left hip in a straight line. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale and raise this left arm up overhead. We're circling this top arm. Exhale around to the side. Keep exhaling as that knee, the palm comes over your hip, and then inhale, circling the arm again, all the way up above the head. And exhale around to the left side. That left knee can lift if the twist is too intense. Otherwise, keep them squeezing together. So breathing in, circling this left arm, warming up our left shoulder. Exhale around to the left. Keep exhaling. Do 2 more, then we're going to hold the twist. See if you can keep drawing that left shoulder blade down towards the ground as you move the left arm out to the left side. So this 5th time, we're going to hold the twist. So left arm will be out to the left side, broadening the shoulders as much as possible. See if you can have that left shoulder touching the ground. May not, it's okay. You can ease off a bit by lifting that left knee. Otherwise, to make it a bit stronger, bring those knees up towards the right armpit as much as you can and keep squeezing them together. You may like to turn your head to look towards the left. Otherwise, the head stays in more of a neutral position. Face soft. Make sure you're not clenching the teeth. And the breath flowing. Good. On your next exhalation, let that left arm move down and come back to rest on the right palm. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So coming over now onto the left side, check your right shoulder is in a straight line with the right hip. Perhaps giving your head a bit of support, right palm on top of left. Exhale all breath. Breathing in as we take that right arm up above the head and breathing out to the side and down over the right hip. Inhaling, so we're doing 4 of these. Exhaling, right arm moves to the right and down over the right hip. Remembering you can let that top knee lift if it's a bit intense, otherwise keep the knees squeezing together. And just noticing how this right shoulder is feeling tonight compared to the left. It might feel quite different, might feel the same, no judgment. No right, no wrong here. And then the 5th time that right arm moves out to the right side, we're holding the twist. If you want to intensify the twist, bring those knees up closer towards the left armpit. You may choose to look towards your right fingers and connecting with your breath. And then on your next exhalation, that right arm moves down and back to rest on the left palm. And then just pressing your hands into the floor to help you to come up to sit. So we're going to sit in any comfortable seated position you choose. We're going to work with a pranayama practice. If you've got a tissue, I recommend you give the nose a little blow. So we're going to work with Kapalabhati pranayama, which is sometimes translated as the skull shining breath. It's an ancient cleansing practice from the ancient texts, and it's different to Bhastrika, which we tend to do a little bit more often. Not that we do that a lot either, but we often Bhastrika teach that more than Kapalabhati. But Kapalabhati is a beautiful practice. The difference between Bhastrika and Kapalabhati is Bhastrika is a forced audible in and out through the nose. It's a pumping breath. Kapalabhati is a pumping breath as well, but it's a very soft, silent inhale and then a pumping, forced audible exhale. So we'll see how we go. Contraindications, high blood pressure, stomach ulcers. Most of these pranayams are best done on an empty stomach, but particularly these pumping ones. So if you've had something substantial to eat very recently, you may prefer not even to do this and just work with the hissing breath again, as we did at the start of the practice, or just a gentler practice, even alternate nostril breathing. So otherwise, we're going to try Kapalabhati, first of all, just through the left nostril. We're going to try 20 breaths, and we'll take the hand down. Then we're going to do the right nostril, 20 breaths, and then the 2 nostrils, 20 breaths. We'll see how we go with that, and we might do another round after that. So as with all of our pranayama, nice, tall, straight spine, shoulders relaxed. So we'll exhale all breath to begin, and then we're going to close the right nostril. So just a soft little inhale and then a forced pumping exhale. So soft little inhale pumping exhale. So counting 18 of these. If 20 is a bit much, sorry, I should have mentioned you might just do 10, especially if this is all quite new to you. If you feel at all dizzy or lightheaded or nauseous, just stop the practice. And even if you need to lie down. But if you feel okay, let's try the other side now. So we're going to do the same through the right nostril. So exhale all breath, covering the tip of the left nostril. And then a soft little inhale, very subtle inhale, and then a forced pumping exhale. So counting to yourself between 10 to 20. When you finish, just release the hand down. So this is said to actually cleanse the whole frontal area of the brain. It increases the amount of oxygen within us, so it can really, really help us to feel more awake and alert, improve memory, concentration, as well as toning the stomach and the heart and the liver. All right, so if we still feel okay, let's try 20 breaths now, or 10 if better for you tonight. Doing the same through both nostrils. So exhale all breath, and then you'll begin your count. When you finish, just take a deep breath and exhale and check in with yourself. Note what's going on, how you're feeling. So we're going to repeat that if that all feels okay and you're not feeling dizzy or lightheaded. So we'll go back to exhaling through the left nostril, up to 20 breaths. When you're ready, exhale all breath, one hand on your right nostril, and then beginning the count. When you finish, take a breath or two, check in with yourself. And then if you're feeling okay, we'll do the same now. Exhaling through the right nostril, so covering the tip of the left nostril. Just exhale all breath to begin. And then counting. Take a breath or two when you've finished. And then if you feel okay, we'll do a final round through both nostrils. Don't worry if you're going a bit slower than me, just go at your own pace. So when you're ready, exhale all breath. And then beginning. When you finish, relax. You might exhale through the mouth. And when you're ready, without rushing, we're going to come into extended child. And if you'd like to join with me at this point, we're going to work with a cleansing sound for the sinuses. So this is a really good sound to work with if you have congestion around the forehead, around the nasal area, under the eyes. The sound is as in N for Nelly, N for Nelson Mandela. So we're going to work with this sound, and just as we're chanting the sound, we focus our attention into the front of the face. So let's do 5 of these sounds in extended child. Then we'll start to add cat, some movement, and keep chanting. So exhale all breath. And then breathing in. The last one. Now on the next inhale, come up into cat. And if you'd like to continue chanting that sound, we can as we come back into extended child. So we'll do four more of these. So breathing in, lifting into cat. And then if you like, chanting back. Inhale. And last one with the chant. Now inhale, come into cat. So we drop the chant, tuck the toes, exhale down, face dog pose. Inhale, back into cat and child. Okay, let's do this again. So breathing into cat, tuck your toes, exhale down, face dog pose. Breathe yourself back into cat and exhale. Okay, this time we're going to hold dog unless you want to just continue flowing with cat and child included. So otherwise we're staying in dog. You might like to bend one leg and then the other. Looking for even weight between your hands and your feet. Those of you who'd like to, you can walk your feet together. Raise the right leg up, come into the three-legged dog. And as you exhale, bring your knee in towards your forehead. Inhale, stretch the leg back. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to forehead. Take the leg back into the sky and then lower the right foot down. And take the left leg up. We'll do the same on the left side. So exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale back. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale back. And last one, knee to forehead. And back. Lower the left foot. And then we're going to walk our feet in towards our hands. And just lift up halfway. So hands onto your shins or fingers onto the mat. And exhale, fold. Legs bent or straight. You might take a few nice cleansing breaths out through the mouth here as you hang forward. You might like to Just let the arms and shoulders and head sway from side to side a little bit. Do what feels good. And then when you've had enough, we'll slowly start to uncurl the spine and make our way up into Tadasana, perhaps rolling the shoulders forward and up and back a few times. Good. And coming into Tadasana, mountain pose, so feet hip width. Let's start off our standing poses with the chest tapping breath to strengthen the thymus gland connected to our immune system. So with this one, if you've had a bit of a cough or a cold recently, just do it very lightly, perhaps with fingertips over the chest. Otherwise, we're going to make fists, 2 soft taps and then a thump. So 2 soft taps, thump, 2 soft taps, thump. All over the upper chest, out towards the armpits. You might like to blow the breath out through the mouth, a cleansing breath. Feel that you're letting go of what needs to be let go of. Anything you've been carrying around for a little bit too long that does not serve your highest good, that might be weighing you down or keeping you small or dimming your light. Good. When you've had enough, just release the arms down, give them a bit of a shake, take their legs a little wider apart. We'll work with 3 stale air removers. So again, nice deep breath in and letting go, exhaling through the mouth as we fall forward. Legs bent or straight. So 2 more. Inhale, stretching up tall and let it all go. Heaviness, negativity. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Just hanging forward now. You might like to walk over to one leg, one foot. Just gentle little bounces. And then to the other side. And back to center. And slowly coming up. Bring the feet back hip width. And preparing to work with a bit more of a twist, Kati Chakrasana. So making sure you're not going to bump into anything around you. Let the arms wrap around the waist to begin. Perhaps a little bend in the legs. And to begin, you can let the hips turn a bit with this twisting action. So letting the hips turn. Just notice what that feels like, the feeling down in the hips, around the pelvis, the buttocks. And then take the arms up to shoulder height. And try now just keeping the hips facing forward. So you probably won't be able to twist quite as far. Just notice how that feels. And then taking the arms all the way up overhead. So now you can choose to let the hips swing from side to side a bit or keep them facing center. No right, no wrong here, just seeing what works best for you tonight. And then back to shoulder height. And back around the waist. Letting everything slow down. Head comes back to center. Arms slow down. And release. Okay, so feet hip width. Toes are spread. Outer edges of the feet parallel. Arms by our side, shoulders are relaxed. Heart is open, shoulders dropping down away from the ears as we lengthen up through the crown top. So we've got our connection with the earth beneath the feet, and we've got our connection with the sky, with the heavens above. Two-way stretch here. Top half stretching upward, bottom half, or shoulders too, are drawing downward. Let's work with a very simple arm movement. This is called making the sun. So we can imagine that we are a beautiful glowing ball of light, and we're going to share our light with those around us, with the world. So as we breathe in, we're raising the arms up as though rays of sunlight are streaming down our arms and out through our fingers. And as we exhale, the arms float down. And if you'd like to, we'll add some words. As we breathe in, I feel fresh. And on the exhalation, I feel free. Breathing in, I feel fresh. Breathing out, I feel free. Work at your own pace. I feel fresh. I feel free. I feel fresh. I feel free. Finish the one you're on and work with 3 more. Sharing your light with the world around you. Imagining you're a glowing ball, a golden ball of warmth and healing energy. Golden light, bright, shiny yellow light, streaming through your body, down your arms and out through your fingertips. I feel fresh. I feel free. When you finish, come back to center, bring your hands together into Namaskar Mudra at the heart space. Come to the, excuse me, the fronts of your mat, standing into Tadasana. You might like to close the eyes, soften the shoulders, soften the skin of the face. And just take a few quiet breaths here. Noticing how you're feeling, what's going on inside. As we prepare to work in a moment with Surya Namaskar, salute to the sun. Drawing in the energy, the light, the healing power of the sun's rays. So you might imagine you're in a favorite place in nature, facing the rising sun and about to absorb the goodness of the sun's energy, healing energy, helping us to strengthen our own light. Remember, we all have a sun within us. On the first exhalation of the salute, we'll chant, if you'd like to join with me, Om Suryaya Namaha. So we honor, we acknowledge, we bow down to this mighty power of the sun energy. The sun in the physical sky, but also our internal sun energy being strengthened with this practice. So let's exhale all breath. We're going to go through six sequences, but feel free to pause at any time and lie down if you're very low in energy. So let's inhale, raise the arms up. Om Suryaya Namaha. Inhale, turn the palms to the sky, little baby back bend. And coming forward, legs bent or straight. We step the right leg back into a lunge. The knee can be in the air or on the mat. And then into plank. Now, those of you like to add a little extra thing here tonight, just bend the legs and see if you can hold that for a breath or two. Otherwise, you come straight into the 8-pointed position. So knees, elbows, chest and chin, and you might pause there for an extra breath. And then we come through into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Let the heart move forward, shoulders back and down. Bend your legs, tuck your toes into dog. We'll take a breath in dog. And then stepping the right leg forward. So knee in the air or on the mat. Left leg forward. Inhale, come up. And exhale. So that's one. We've got 5 more. Breathing in. Om Suryaya Namaha. Coming forward. So this time the left leg goes back into the lunge, then into plank. So the option to bend the legs and hover for a breath or two. Otherwise you come straight down into the 8-pointed position for a breath or two there. And then we all meet in Bhujangasana Cobra. Bend the legs, tuck the toes into dog. Again, we'll pause for a breath. Look towards your hands, bring the left leg forward and the right. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Okay, let's keep going. Breathe in. Om Suryaya Namaha. Coming forward. Right leg back. Into plank. Option to bend the legs and hover. Otherwise, you're coming straight down into the 8-pointed position. Pausing there for a breath or two. And then coming through into Cobra. And back into dog and taking a breath. Right leg forward and left. Inhale, come up. Exhale. So we're halfway. Breathe in. Om Suryaya Namaha. Coming forward, Uttanasana, left leg back into plank, option to hover with the legs bent or come straight down into the 8-pointed position. And then through into Bhujangasana. And back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, down face dog pose. And staying for a breath. Left leg forward and right. Inhale. Breathe in. Om Suryaya Namaha. Right leg back. Into plank, option to hover with the legs bent or straight into the 8-pointed position. A breath or two here. And then Bhujangasana, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, pausing for a breath. Stepping the right leg forward and the left. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Om Suryaya Namaha. Left leg to plank, pausing here. Coming through into Cobra. Back into dog for a breath. Left leg forward and right. Inhale. And exhale. Pausing with your hands at your heart space. You might like to close the eyes and just take a breath or two. Continuing to absorb the full benefits of the practice. Noticing what's going on inside. And release. Release the hands down and just step to the backs of your mats this time. And we're going to step the right leg forward and work with Warrior 1 with an option to move into Warrior 3 for those of you who'd like to try that, the balance. So make sure that your hips are square, facing forward. Feet are at least hip distance apart. Release the arms down. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. So hands are shoulder width apart or palms can press together and you can cross your thumbs. And as we exhale, we're bending the right leg. Pushing back into the outer edge of the left foot. Either looking forward, or if it's okay for your neck and you don't have high blood pressure, you might choose to look up. So we're holding, connecting with our breath and working with the warrior tonight to help us have the courage to be open to new possibilities and new ways of being. Sometimes that can bring up a lot of fear. We can get very afraid. So I have the courage, or I am working to have the courage to be open to new possibilities, new ways of being in the world. Now you're welcome to stay in Warrior 1. Those of you who'd like to try Warrior 3, we're going to very slowly bring the arms down as we lean forward, lifting the back leg up and slowly raising that back leg as the arms lift up behind us, palms facing each other. The left foot is flexed. Ideally, the hips are square. We're breathing, not holding too long. Slowly take the left leg back, raise the arms up. So we're back into Warrior 1. And then as we exhale, we're all going to straighten that front leg and release the arms down. Good. And we'll do the same on the other side. So stepping the left leg forward, hips are square, arms are lowered. Exhale. Breathing in, raise the arms. Perhaps palms are touching, opposite thumb on top. Exhale, we're bending the left leg this time. either looking straight ahead or looking up. Connecting with your inner strength, your courage to be open to new ways of being in the world, new possibilities. Good. So you're welcome to stay in Warrior One, or again, we slowly lean forward, taking the arms down, back leg lifting, arms back behind. So this is a variation of Warrior Three. Of course, the full pose has the arms extended forward. Right foot flexed, hips ideally are level. And then we slowly lower that right leg back. We take the arms up. We come back into Warrior One. And then we all exhale, releasing the arms and straightening the left leg. Step the feet together, give them a bit of a shake. And then we're going to come to sit down. And I invite you now to choose your favorite forward bend. So it might be cross-legged, Sukhasana, folding forward. You might be sitting onto a blanket or a cushion. It might be diamond-shaped legs coming forward, wide legs, Paschimottanasana. So please choose your favorite, Janushirasana like this. If you're doing a forward bend with two sides, we'll come forward for perhaps about 4 breaths, and then we'll come up. We'll change the cross of the legs and come forward for another 4 breaths. So about 8 breaths in total. So when you're ready, if you're not already forward, deep breath in. So lengthen up through the crown top, let the spine grow taller, and then start to come forward. So if you're doing a forward bend with 2 sides, you might around about now come up slowly, change your legs, deep breath in, and again folding forward for another 4 breaths. When you finish, slowly come up. You might give the legs a little bit of a shake. You might give the knees a little rub. And we'll just sit quietly, just for a minute or so, not too long. And then we're going to come down into Shavasana, a bit of a longer Shavasana tonight. But I invite you to imagine now that you're breathing in through your third eye, as though you're breathing in sunlight. So Ajna Chakra, our third eye, craves sunlight. It loves, it drinks in sunlight. So you might like to imagine, keeping the face soft, that you're breathing in sun energy, warm, healing light in through your third eye. And as you exhale, just send this energy, this light down into your being. Let it flow down. So drawing the breath in through your third eye. Warm, golden, healing light, and exhale, let it spread through your being. Send it down. So a few more breaths in this way. And after your next exhalation, gently release this practice and come to lie down for relaxation. Make sure that you are warm and that you have all the support you need to be comfortable for the lower back. If you wear glasses, you might like to pop those to one side. I'll just come up to be a little closer to you once more. So just finding a comfortable position on the floor. You might work with 2 or 3 hissing breaths, allowing the body to feel very heavy now and warm and relaxed. So in this guided relaxation, I'm going to invite you to imagine drawing Surya energy, sun energy, in through your bones. This practice is said to help cleanse bone marrow, which produces white and red blood cells, increase bone density, thus making stronger, healthier bones, reduce osteoporosis, improve the flow of blood, and strengthen our immune system. So potentially very powerful practice. It's important that we remember that our bones are alive, and that with this practice, we can visualize and perhaps even feel our porous bones actually sucking energy in directly, Surya, sun energy. So I invite you to begin by bringing awareness to your left hand and fingers. And with your next inhalation, imagine that you can draw energy from the sun in through your 5 fingers and hand. So draw it up into the bones in your wrist and all the way up the bones in your arms. So think of your arm bones as being like a giant sponge that is sucking in prana through the force of your inhale. And then just allow the exhalation to come. So you're breathing in this golden, warm, healing energy, Surya energy, through the left fingers and hand, through your wrist and all the way up your left arm to your left shoulder. And exhale. Just let the exhale come. And once more. Now we're going to deepen the breath a little more and feel the breath, continuing to breathe in through the left fingers and hand up through your arm, but now also into your scapula, your collarbones, and down into your left ribs and sternum. And just let the exhalation come. So you're drawing warm sun energy in through your left hand, up the left arm, through your shoulder, collarbone, and into the sternum and the left ribs. So if you can feel these areas becoming a little warmer, perhaps tingling, some sensation there. So one more breath in this way, drawing that sun energy in through your left fingers and hand, up the left arm, through the shoulder, to the collarbone, the sternum, and down into your left ribs. And then release the practice. And we're going to do the same now on the right side. So drawing the breath in through your right fingers and hand, through the bones in the right wrist, up the right arm. And just allow the exhalation to come. 2 more breaths in this way. In through your right fingers and through the palm, through the bones of your wrist, up your arm bones to the shoulder, and exhale. And again. And then extending this. So allowing the energy to flow in through your hand, up the arm, to the right shoulder, collarbone, the sternum, and the right ribs. And just allow the exhalation to come. So 2 more breaths in this way, sucking prana, energy in through your right fingers and hand, through the wrist, up the arm to the shoulder, through the collarbone, the sternum, and to your right ribs. And once more. Now bringing your attention into both hands. And as you breathe in now, you're going to draw this warm golden light in through your 10 fingers, through your wrists, traveling up your arms, and now into your skull and into all the bones in your face, spreading this light, just allowing the exhalation to come. So 2 more breaths in this way, drawing healing energy in through your hands. Let it travel up your arms, through your neck, into your skull and the bones of your face. Golden light, shining, brilliant light. Once more. Now let's leave the upper body and move down to the left foot and toes. On your next inhalation, imagine drawing warm sun energy in through the bones in your toes and foot and up your left leg all the way to the hip. Exhale when you need to. Again, drawing energy in through your left toes, foot, ankle, let it travel all the way up your leg. And exhaling. Once more. Now taking this a little bit further, so we're sucking the energy in through the left foot, let it travel up the left leg, through the knee, the thigh, up into the hip bones and pelvis. Exhale when you need to. Inhaling through your left foot, up your left leg to your left hip and pelvis. And exhale. Perhaps feeling some tingling or warmth in your left leg once more. And then we'll focus on the right foot and toes. Inhale and drawing the breath in through the bones in your right toes and foot and up your right leg. Exhale when you need to. 2 more breaths in this way, drawing this warm, radiant, healing light in through the right foot, take it up the right leg, and exhale. Once more. And taking this a bit further, sucking energy through the right foot, through the ankle, the knee, the thigh, up into your right hip bones and pelvis. And exhale when you need to. 2 more breaths in this way. Now leave the right leg and bring your attention to both feet. On your next inhalation, drawing warm sun energy in through both feet. Let it flow up to your coccyx, the sacrum, and all the way up your spinal column to the base of the skull. Exhale when you need to. So drawing energy in through both feet. Take it up the legs, to the pelvis, all the way up through the vertebrae to the base of your skull. And exhale. One more breath in this way. Let it travel up your spinal column, vertebra by vertebra, to the base of the skull. And let the exhale come when needed. Now gently release the practice and relax for a few more moments. Perhaps noticing that you feel both strong, solid, stable, as well as light and free, as light as a feather. You might like to say to yourselves a few final times as you breathe in, I feel fresh. And as you breathe out, I feel free. I feel fresh. I feel free. Start now to deepen the breath. Bring some movement into your fingers and toes. Becoming aware once more of your physical surroundings. Perhaps noticing sounds in your environment. Might like to have a bit of a stretch. Do what feels good, and when you're ready, roll over to one side and slowly and carefully make your way up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll close our practice with one Om. So if you'd like to join with me, bring the hands together at the heart space. Exhale all breath. Breathing in. Oh. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Have a lovely, peaceful rest of the evening, and see you soon. Love to you all.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Helen. Bye.